Look closely at the coastlines of major aquaculture hubs, and you'll see these massive industrial grids. These are high-density farms operating on a scale designed to feed millions. The primary cash crop driving this industry is the Pacific white shrimp. A single commercial pond can hold tens of thousands of them at a time. But this controlled environment is incredibly fragile. These densely packed ponds are constantly exposed to sudden drops in salinity from heavy rain, along with devastating bacterial and viral pathogens. For a farmer, the entire economic equation comes down to one high-stakes balancing act: keeping these highly sensitive creatures alive and growing in a constantly fluctuating environment. For years, the industry's standard defense has been to add live probiotic bacteria to the shrimp feed to boost their gut health. But there's a physical bottleneck. Modern feed mills rely on heavy industrial machinery that uses extreme heat and pressure to compress raw ingredients into pellets. That harsh manufacturing process, followed by months sitting in hot, humid warehouses, kills the vast majority of those live probiotic cells before they ever touch the water, which led aquaculture researchers to a counterintuitive question. What if we stopped trying to keep the bacteria alive and intentionally killed them instead? This concept has created a new class of aquaculture science known as paraprobiotics, or ghost bacteria. One commercial application of this technology is a feed supplement called PowerLac. Its active ingredient is a highly specific strain of bacteria known as Lactococcus lactis strain D1813. Researchers originally isolated this specific strain from the intestines of wild-caught Kuruma shrimp. Because it evolved inside a crustacean, it is naturally compatible with shrimp biology. During manufacturing, these bacteria are exposed to lethal heat and then freeze-dried, turning them into a completely inactive powder. Because they are already dead, the bacteria become invincible to the extreme heat of the feed mill and can sit on a shelf for up to 2 years without degrading. Farmers only need to mix a tiny dose, just 0.1% of this inactive powder, into their standard feed. When the shrimp eats the feed, its innate immune system detects the structural fragments of the dead bacteria, specifically the rigid cell walls, floating in its gut. This recognition acts as an immunostimulant. It artificially ramps up the expression of the shrimp's own immune-related genes. As a result, the shrimp's internal defenses are placed on high alert. This state of readiness drastically increases its ability to survive sudden freshwater stress and fight off actual deadly pathogens. The dead bacteria essentially trigger a biological fire drill, preparing the shrimp for real threats without ever introducing a live risk. While strengthening internal defenses, PowerLac also operates as a direct engine for physical growth. Ingesting these specific bacterial fragments also promotes the expression of digestive enzyme genes inside the shrimp. For a commercial farm, this drives a critical economic metric, the feed conversion ratio, or FCR. This measures how efficiently animals turn feed into body mass. This chart illustrates exactly how that efficiency plays out. As the feed conversion ratio drops, meaning less feed is lost as waste, the total harvestable weight of the shrimp steadily rises. By forcing the shrimp's own DNA to process nutrients more efficiently, farmers yield heavier shrimp while purchasing less feed. This kind of genetic hacking has already moved out of the laboratory and into large-scale industrial use. The Indonesian government officially registers PowerLac for commercial use, specifically citing the heat-killed bacteria's ability to stimulate shrimp immunity and increase growth rates. This solves a massive logistical headache for the industry. Farmers no longer have to gamble their seasonal profits on whether a batch of live probiotics survived a hot truck ride to the pond. Instead, they can rely on a stable, predictable additive that works exactly the same way, regardless of shipping or manufacturing conditions. By using the molecular ghosts of wild bacteria to reprogram the shrimp's biological potential, this technology creates a vastly more resilient and profitable future for global aquaculture.